there following breaking news out of Reagan National. Let's take a live look outside at DCA right now, as well as the status updates on current flights. We're now in week 2 of the government shutdown. The FAA is blaming the flight holdups on staffing shortages.
And this comes as President Trump threatens to withhold back pay for some federal workers, including air traffic controllers. The union representing those workers says that's illegal. DC News Now's Ben Dennis joining us live tonight from Reagan National.
All right, Ben, staffing issues already disrupting travel, but can the president really withhold those missing paychecks when the government reopens?
Hey there, guys. Good evening. It appears no, according to a large swath of the legal community. One expert I caught up with from Georgetown Law told me that it's going to have to require an act of Congress in order to deny federal workers back pay. Federal workers, like those air traffic controllers here at Reagan National, they have plenty of questions. Federal workers unions do too.
Not a political game.
If you don't have a bill, you haven't done your job.
Yeah. Anger and angst in Washington. Union leaders advocating for a deal to fund the government, support the federal workforce, and people employed by contractors, gathering to send one cohesive message after 1 week of gridlock.
Open the government today.
Without work and without a paycheck, or at work and being told that they won't even get back pay. In violation of the law.
It's the threat of no back pay from President Trump that's increasingly scrutinized after this admission Tuesday.
But for the most part, we're going to take care of our people. There are some people that really don't deserve to be taken care of.
Can the president do this unilaterally, or does it require a change of the law?
Unless they change the law, federal employees will have to get back pay, whether they were required to work during the shutoff or not.
Georgetown law professor David Super says the Government Employee Fair Treatment Act of 2019 is clear and also defines when employees get back pay. Quote, compensation shall be paid at the earliest date possible after the lapse in appropriations ends, regardless of scheduled pay dates.
If he feels strongly about not providing back pay to federal workers, he can obstruct an end of the shutdown until Congress agrees to that. I would hope he wouldn't do that, but who knows?
Any impact to deny back pay could be wide-reaching. Last week, President Trump said roughly 750,000 federal workers were expected to be furloughed, and even some potentially fired.
So he intends to either violate the law or he was just grating, frightening, antagonizing hardworking federal employees.
How about our local leaders following the president's comments? Well, today and yesterday, I reached out to the Republican nominee for governor in Virginia, Winsome Earl Sears, as well as current Republican Governor Glenn Youngkin. They've not responded over the course of 2 days. Who did respond yesterday? Governor Wes Moore in Maryland, a Democrat, and Democrat nominee for governor in Virginia, Abigail Spanberger, saying they condemn any threats against the federal workforce. At Reagan National, Ben Dennis, back to you.